Hello everyone, Sergeant Thomas here, and in this video I'm going to show you guys my racing setup. But first I want to mention that I have a new video intro for all my videos, which you guys probably just saw. And I also have a new channel banner, which is not on the channel as I speak while I'm recording this, but by the time I edit this and upload this, the new channel banner should be up there. And they were both made by Drew Plays Minecraft and More, and I'll leave a link in the description to his channel. He also made my last video intro that I used for a while on my videos in the past. So he made that one as well as the new intro and the new banner that he just made for me. But yeah, in this video, I don't know if I should title it a review or call this a review, but I want to show you guys my racing setup and kind of go over the wheel that I got for anybody that's interested. I know for a while in my Minecraft videos, I was, hyping up this wheel and telling you guys I was going to do an unboxing and talking about this wheel a lot. I was going to do the unboxing when I got this wheel. I've had this wheel for about a week, but once I got the wheel and I started to do an unboxing, I was testing things out as I was doing the unboxing, and I realized there was something wrong with the wheel, and I thought I was going to have to return the wheel, so I ended up stopping the unboxing. I never even fully did it, deleted the footage, and that's why there's no unboxing video. But I do want to show you guys, like I said, the wheel and what it looks like and all that in this video, and how I've set it up, and I've modified a few things, and I'll go over the things that were wrong with the wheel and how I fixed them. Okay, so the first thing that I realized that was wrong with the wheel was that it came with a bad power supply. Here it is right here. It is made by Asian Power Devices Incorporated, and I've heard a lot of people having issues with these power supplies for this particular wheel, and I didn't know this until I got the wheel. Then I started looking it up and realizing there was, things wrong with these power supplies. So I didn't know that, but luckily in my garage I had this white power supply you can see right here. It was from like an old printer or something. It is a Hewlett Packard AC power adapter, and once I plugged this into the wheel turned on and worked fine. And yeah, it works fine now. That, power wise. Another issue I ran into is when I plug this wheel into a USB 3.0, there's a few things that don't work right. The force feedback does not fully function properly. When it's also in the USB 3.0, the clutch pedal is not detected. For some reason, it will not detect the clutch pedal. It will only detect the gas and the brake and not the clutch. And also, if I try to use the USB 3.0, every time I start a new race in iRacing, I have to unplug it and plug it back in and let the wheel recalibrate. And I kept trying the USB 3.0, just wondering like, what's wrong with this wheel, what's wrong with this wheel. And then I randomly, out of nowhere, for some reason, I was like, why don't I just plug this in the USB 2.0 and see what that does. And that's what I did. So here is the USB I just unplugged that goes to the wheel, and there's a USB 2.0. So when you plug it in, or you turn your computer on if it's all powered up and everything with the power adapter, it does this. It recalibrates the wheel. You can see the LED shift lights come on, and it goes back to center. So once I put this power supply on there and realized that that was a problem power wise, and figured out that I need to be in the USB 2.0, everything works fine. Also, I want to mention that when I had the power supply that it came with plugged in, this green light would come on, but it was much dimmer than that, and it would flash a little. And once I plugged in that white one down there, it came on bright like that, and it shines bright like a diamond. I'm just kidding. But like I said, this isn't like a review, I guess. I mean, I'm kind of reviewing the wheel in a way, but I'm not going to call this a review. But I'm going to go over the wheel real quick, and then I'll go to the shifter, then the pedals and all that. So here's the wheel. It has 900 degrees of rotation, so it's like a real car. It turns pretty far. Like some wheels, they only turn like, I think that far or something, I don't know. But this wheel turns really far. It's one of the few wheels out there that turn 900 degrees. And so that's a great feature in case you're playing other games like iRacing, which is what's on here right now. You don't need to turn that far. That's as far as you need to turn right there. But like if you're playing like, I don't know, Euro Truck Simulator, I haven't played that, but I imagine you could probably use the wheel all the way to lock. So that's locked to the right, and then, you know, goes back to center. So yeah, it has force feedback. It's got the paddle shifters. We got shift up, then we have shift down. We've got 6 programmable buttons on the steering wheel. I have these 2 top ones right here. One to look left, one to look right. And then to talk in the game, I have a button right here, I key, but my mic isn't plugged in, so you don't see it pop up. But if I need to talk to people, I just key the mic. I have it mounted here on a piece of like wood, and I don't know if you can see it, but behind the monitor here, this piece of wood goes all about, I don't know, 5 inches back behind this. So it's sitting back there kind of far. And then I went and got 2 C-clamps to hold the piece of wood to this entertainment center. So there's one there, and I got one on that side. And then you turn these knobs, well, that's kind of squeaky sounding, on both sides. They're just plastic, but there's like a metal threaded rod going down through here, and when you turn it, I don't know if you'll see it, but it moves this thing up and down, and that's what tightens the wheel to whatever you're mounting it to, a desk, whatever, in my case a piece of wood. And then when I would turn this all the way and tighten this thing up as far as it would go, this piece of wood was too thin and this thing was leaving a gap, so I got another piece of wood and used it as a shim and shimmed it in there and bridged the gap. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but you know, got rid of the gap there, and it's solidly mounted. It moves a little. I can even move, I don't know if you can see that, but I can move the whole entertainment center with this wheel mounted the way it is. I'm probably going to keep it mounted like this because all I got to do is unclamp the C-clamps, and then I can take it off and probably stuff it in here. I haven't tried that yet because I've been using it a lot. And that's also for any of my Minecraft viewers out there, which most of you guys are, but if you're watching this and you're whatever, that's why I haven't opened the subscriber world in a while, is because I've been messing with this thing. I've been so excited for it and having so much fun with it. So I apologize to all my Minecraft subscribers out there that play in my subscriber world, that I haven't opened the subscriber world for a while, but I promise you it's not like I'll never do it again, because I know some people will do that for a while and then they stop doing it. But I'll keep doing it. Don't worry. It's just, I'm busy. I'm having fun. Okay, so now I'm going to demonstrate the force feedback of the wheel. I'm sitting kind of weird to film this, but I'm full throttle right now. I know you guys can't hear it, but the car is redlining in the game, and you can see the shift light here. It's redlining, and I'll ease off the gas, and you'll see it. So the shift light on the dash or the steering wheel actually functions, and it's really cool. So clutch in, first gear, we'll start going. I can't hear nothing right now. And shift to third, and I'm in an Indy. Let me say that again. I am in an Indy car at Fontana, California. And I'm going down the back straightaway, and you can see going over the bumps because this track is really bumpy in real life. And wow, I can't talk right now. In iRacing, these tracks are laser scanned, so the bumps in real life are pretty much there in the simulator. And you can see the wheel fighting, and then I'll hit the wall. Yeehaw! Boom! My car is destroyed. And sometimes it will do that. It will start shaking. Here is the shifter. It is a 6-speed H-pattern shifter. And up here on this panel that is like silver, I showed you guys right here where is the power light and the little symbol for power. And above that, at the very top, you have 4 black buttons that you can program to do whatever you want or need them to do. and then you have a D-pad here, and then you have 4 more red buttons you can program to do whatever you want as well. This shifter pretty much mounts the same way as the wheel over there. You just turn these and it pulls those little, I don't know what you call them, but it pulls them up and it tightens down to whatever you're clamping it to. And I don't know if I mentioned, but the wheel is real leather, this shifter boot is real leather, and the knob on here is real leather. The rod that the shift knob is connected to, this rod is steel, I guess, some sort of metal. I don't know if it's necessarily steel. It's not aluminum, but yeah, I'd say it's like a steel. It's not plastic, put it that way. Down inside there it is plastic. That's pretty much a given because most of it is plastic. And also, I don't know if I mentioned, but the spokes right here where it looks silver, that's also metal, which you could probably tell. This is kind of like an aluminum. This back plate here where these buttons are. But there's first gear, second, third, fourth. You got fifth, sixth, and then you push the shifter down and go back into sixth gear, and that is reverse. And you'll see it pop back up right there when you come out of reverse. So yeah, it's a pretty cool shifter, and this is not a permanent mount because this table, as you can see, is pretty wobbly, and where it is in relation to the wheel is pretty far in distance, and I don't want it being level with the wheel because that's not realistic. I want it lower and closer to the wheel. So yeah, this is temporary, but yeah, that's the shifter. Now I'm going to get to the pedals, which are down here. And if you look inside of this entertainment center, right here where it is white, there used to be a shelf there that was screwed in, and it was also wood glued. This is real oak wood that this entertainment center is made out of. It was custom built, and that shelf has now been removed, and you can see where it was. This shelf here I cut out, and I'm gonna sand it and make it look smoother. I don't know if I'm gonna restain it, but I am going to smooth this up because you can kind of see where I cut it here. It looks kind of crappy, and it's because of what I had to use to cut it. And I won't get into all that. It was just really hard to cut, and it took me a while. But I'm gonna turn this crappy flashlight on inside of here. This stupid Stanley flashlight, it sucks. Either won't turn on or it won't turn off. One or the other. It's a piece of crap. But here are the pedals. If you look up a Logitech G27, or if you know anything about them, this is not normal. I have modified these pedals. Not really modified the pedals, but I have taken them out of the stock housing that they come in, and I've inverted them and mounted them to this entertainment center, and they do not move. So what I showed you guys cut out is for my legs to obviously fit down in here to operate the pedals. I'll show you what these normally come in. So normally the pedals would come in this thing right here, and your heels would be right here. You can see it says Logitech. Your gas, brake, and clutch would be inside of here, and you would push them this way. So the pedal would go like that, which isn't realistic because, as most of us know, pedals don't come out of the floorboard in a car. They come out from underneath the dash and the firewall, and they go like this instead of like that, if you know what I'm saying. So you just take this thing apart and take the pedals out of it. And so what I did is I took all 3 pedals out. First, I obviously unwired them. I pulled these connectors off of the potentiometers and moved the wires out, drilled holes in the entertainment center, stuck screws through there, or bolts, and mounted this thing. See, this flashlight's a piece of crap. And mounted this pedal solidly to the entertainment center. These pedals do not move, and they feel much better. You wouldn't think that it would be that big of a difference, really, and I wasn't sure myself until I actually mounted them and drove in the game, and it feels much better like this, pushing them down like a real car. And this is obviously the gas pedal, and it feels like a real gas pedal. It's not like really easy, but it's not hard to push at all compared to the brake. The brake is pretty stiff, and then you got the clutch, which is it's not as easy as a gas pedal, but it's not as hard as the clutch. But yeah, they're all solidly mounted, and it feels great like this. They don't move at all. Whereas when they came in the little black thing I just showed you, the little black box housing case thingy, they would move a little bit, and now they don't move at all. And then you can see the wire where I drilled a hole and stuck the wire through there. I don't know if you can see that. Let me. The wire comes in, or the wires come in through here, and then I put a zip tie so that if any of this slack in here gets pulled this way, it won't rip or tear or break any of these wires in here. So they won't go any further than that. That's where the wires will stop going that way. So that's pretty much the only thing I've modified so far, and I don't know if I'm going to modify anything else. And I hope I'm not really loud talking right now, because I'm like right behind the GoPro and I'm talking right into it. But that's pretty much it. Yep, there's the light turning off again on its own. This thing's a piece of junk, man. If you ever see one of these Stanleys, and usually Stanley, they make great stuff, but that flashlight, I don't know if it's that particular one, maybe there was something wrong with it when they made it, but it's a piece of junk. Piece of junk. But yeah, the pedals are awesome like that, and the wheel overall is great. Don't know what else to say. Like I said, this isn't really much of a review, but I kind of wanted to go over my racing setup and how it is right now, and I'll try to keep you guys up to date if I change anything. And like I said, this shifter here is pretty much temporary, so once I come up with something for permanently mounting that to something, I'll try to maybe give you guys an update somehow or another. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and maybe you guys can, give me some tips if you guys have racing wheels or something. I don't know. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. So have a good one.